We are live in the live stream. And I am gonna hang out and buy cards that I have no business buying. Will do. Dun, 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 dun. So apparently, I'm on eBay trying to find. Oh! I bought something. What did I buy? Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. I bought I just bought a Tank Dell, which seems to be, let me see. What did I just buy? I bought a Tank Dell rookie auto patch from Panini Absolute, numbered to 99. I paid $40 for it. Which I may be crazy. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I think given the fact that it's like buying Panini redemptions right now is like buying is like buying up if like you're it's like if you're a credit card like a debt collector, you know what I mean? Like if you're a debt collector, your business is buying up debts for pennies on the dollar and then going after those people for, you know, as much as you can negotiate. I mean, if you buy a debt that's $1,000, you're probably going to buy it for $200 or $100. That debt now belongs to you. You're going to go after that person and you're going to say, you owe me $1,000 plus interest and fees and all that crap. So you owe me $1,500. I'll take, some payment up front now. We'll put you on an installment plan and da-da-da. They try to muscle you into all that stuff. And that's how creditors make their money. I think the same idea can be applied to Panini redemptions right now, because Panini's credit for honoring these redemptions at the moment is subprime, if you will, to continue with the analogy. So it is my idea that I just bought this redemption, rookie premium material auto of Tank Dell for 40. I bet I got it for $40, which I think is a pretty good deal if I can actually get Panini to honor the redemption, which I think probably has a good chance of getting honored, because if you know anything about Tank Dell, he got hurt and he spent a good portion, almost the entire second half of the season, on the bench because he was hurt, which probably leads me to believe that he's had significant amount of time to to sign redemptions. The other thing is that Cam Whitmore prices and Amin Thompson prices are skyrocketing. And I don't like that because I am a true diehard Rockets fan. And it's not leaving me much wiggle room to pick up some cheap cards. What's up, everybody who's here with us, here with me? I was gonna spend a little time trying to pick up some nice deals here. Trying to pick up some nice deals. And just picking up some Shingun rookies, picking up some Cam Whitmore. Ziggy, what's up, man? You want to jump on, dude? I'll send you the link. We can chat. I know we've been meaning to get on with each other. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I think Shingun has kind of topped out. Dude, I should have picked up a Shingun RPA, National Treasure RPA rookie when I had the chance when they were like $600 or $700. I didn't, and I kick myself every day for it because I knew he was going to be good. And then when we got Coach Udoka, I knew that Coach Udoka was going to like him. And try to build an offense around him. But now, his cards are just out of control. They are out of control. Dun, 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 dun. So we are planning to go to a Sunday night live stream for the Card Hedge podcast. My man JD is about to jump on a cruise ship for a couple of days. So hopefully he'll be back in time for us to do the episode next week. So that should be fun. Copy. Instagram. Dun, 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 dun. What am I on right now? Oh yeah, I'm here. Dun, 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 dun. I just sent you the link. Ziggy, if you want to jump on, we'll chat for a bit. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. See, Shingun's cards are. There was always a strong thing for Shingun's cards because he had that Turkish. Fan base. They knew him well up in Turkey. As a young kid, he was biggity balling out of control up there. But like sometimes I want to pick up stuff like this. Look, I'll show you guys. Share a screen, entire window. This one here, share. Sometimes I want to pick up stuff like this, and then like I just get so turned off by the fact that there's this patch means absolute bupkis. It means nothing, this patch. For as awesome of a card as this is, and the bidding just started, like I don't even want to bid on this because it's not even associated with the player. With the player, it's not associated, which is crazy. And the only way, I think, and if I'm not mistaken, we'll see here in a second, to get game worn or game used is enclosed game worn used autograph is good. See, it's in flawless. And I'm sorry, I ain't got $2,700. I bet you if I sold a good portion of my current Shingun collection. You know what? That's what I'm gonna try to do. When's the next Dallas card show? Card show. When's the next one? There we go. We're back. Are we back? Did we drop off there for a second? That's weird. It says I'm on Wi-Fi, but I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm wired in. And my internet's still good. What is going on here? Yeah, I'm with you, Elon. I can't do it, man. Like I can't even bring myself to even bid on it. Like even if that card that I just showed you, this one here, even if this card was $100, nah, I'm lying. I'd pay $100 for Shingo and Auto. But like even if this card was $250, I would seriously be like, no thanks, champ. It's just meaningless. The patch is just absolutely meaningless. And I'm just like, yeah, no thank you. No thank you. See, like even this one here, freaking beautiful card. Beautiful. Look at that patch. 1, 2, 3 color patch, gold to 10, but completely disassociated from the player itself. Then what's the point of the 3 color patch? What's the point of the 3 color patch? Somebody explain that to me. This is National Treasures. This is probably this is National Treasures. So that's probably going to be. It's not associated with any specific player or game. Ooh, I'd be pissed off at this. 22-23. Andrew Nimhard. Nimard. I have no idea who that is. Anyway, it's just a kick in the nuts, man. It's just a kick in the nuts. But yeah, so I think that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to try to sell off a lot of my current Shingun collection and try to put together a few bucks and go to the next Dallas card show. See, I have this card already, but it's completely meaningless because it is not associated with any specific player, game, or event. And go to the Dallas card show and try to pick up a game-worn RPA of Mr. Alperen Şengün. I've been looking at these Spectre cards. These are pretty dope. Şengün rookie. Let's go ahead and add this to the old watch list. Oh, I already had it in my watch list. Well, look at me. Look at me. Luka cards seem to be. What are Luka cards doing? I think Luka cards are kind of making their way back. Let's take a look at the old Cardi hedge. Luka Prism. Let's see what that base is doing. They gotta be on their way up. No, they're really not. I mean, yeah, okay, slightly. Trend line is going the right way. Trend line's going the right way. It's picking back up, but it's a slow and steady pickup, man. This Joker's been about 200, 220 practically all year, and it's finally starting to pick up a little bit. 230, 250, and then the last sale was at 270. Luke is playing absolutely out of his mind right now. Let's see what the silver is going for. Let's see what the silver is going for. Yeah, JD's told me about that, Josh. The Futura Soccer. He said, man, some gnarly patches on there. And then it like they take it all the way back to like the game that it came from, like what game. It's got like a serial number attached to it or something like that actually like tells you what game and all that stuff. That's pretty dope. So the last sale was about $1,200. Yeah, all right. Again, on the rise. On the rise. I wonder how much. So a PSA 9 is 427 in the silver. A PSA 10 is $1,200. The last pop reports are about the same. I wonder how much if you were to buy 10 of these, say PSA 9s, you're looking at $4,200. Let's do the math here. Yeah, $4,200 plus $20, so plus another $250. You'd be at for 4,450. You would have to get tens on at least half of them to make your money back after you sell them. 50% gem rate on cards that already had a PSA 9. You think that's possible? Because if you got 5 of them back, 1,200, 1,275 is the last sale. You'd be at $6,300. So you'd have to get a 50% gem rate on a $5,000 on a $4,400 investment. I wonder if you could do that. You probably could do that. But again, it's all about whether or not PSA wants to give you that gem rate. I don't think. Could you possibly do that? Is that a viable arbitrage? Taking PSA 9s, which right now are $350 to $400. PSA 9. Luka Doncic Prism Silvers. You do Luka Doncic Silvers, or if you really want to take the gamble, what's Raw going for? Raw's going for $270. So Raw's going for $270. You buy 10 of them. Hear me out. You buy 10 of them, right? You buy 10 of them at 427. So 427 times 10. Let's just say you're paying market price. You're paying comps. Last comp. That's $4,200. Okay. Pricing right now at PSA, I think for bulk is, I think it's $20. But I think if you send them off to gotbaseballcards.com, I think it's $20. So call it $25 a pop to get them graded. So that's another $250. So you add $250 to this. You're at about $4,500 to buy 10 PSA 9s, crack them, all 9 of them, wipe them down, clean them up, and then send them all back to PSA and see if they'll regrade, if any of them will regrade a 10. So 4,250 divided by 1,275. You would need at least 4 of them to come back a 10 to get your money back. And what are the odds of that happening? Probably slim to none. Probably slim to none, I would say. That'd be an interesting thing to do, though, huh? Because, I mean, the price disparity between a 9 and a 10 is just out of this world. Just out of this world. I think you could do it. I wonder if anybody's done the cracking gem rates of 9s to 10s. And what would that be? If you guys are in the there's 8 of us sitting here. If you guys just hit the old like button there so we can get some more folks in here. But that would be an interesting experiment. That'd be an interesting experiment. buy 10 of them, crack them all, resubmit them, and see if you can get 10s on any of those. On the silvers. I'm talking the silvers. I'm saying you could do, I'm saying you can have a pretty decent shot at either making your money back or at least breaking even. Maybe even breaking even to the point to where if you sold off all your 9s and 10s, you could possibly keep a 10 for yourself. I'd say that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty damn good. Who's another hot card? Shy. I think that's how you spell his name. No, Gilgis. Is that how you spell his name? There he is right there. Shea Gilgis Alexander. He's been biggity balling. Here we go. Yeah, his cards are on they're on the rise. I wonder what his 10's going for. Or what his silver is going for. His silver's got to be in the probably $500-600 range. Let's see what that looks like. Yep, look at that, $600. And again, you could play the same game with this. $130 for PSA 9s, $600 for PSA 10s. So you spend $1,030, $20 to grade them, $1,500. You would need to get 3 of them. Yeah, roughly. I'm almost tempted to play that game, guys. Do that experiment, see how it pans out. Seeing if I can't make that happen. PSA 9s, crack them, send them off, get them regraded, and hope that your gem rate is good enough to cross them over to 10s and then do the old flipperoo and see how that works. Anyway, what do you guys think? I think it's doable. But it all depends on the gem rates. And I don't think the gem rates are there. I do not think the gem rates are there. On the same note, I have a Griffey, one-of-one Griffey auto booklet that says it was game used and the colors of the patches he never wore tops at its finest. Yeah, you just can't. I don't know, man. It's always a tough thing, isn't it? Like, what you got to trust the companies. That's ultimately what you're doing. That's ultimately what you're doing. You're trusting that they'll, you're trusting that they'll do what's right here. And then the whole thing of game worn versus event worn starts to creep in. They start doing all that nonsense. What are Shea Gilgis Alexander cards going for? I need to pick up. I need to finish my hoops rainbow. Oh, let me show you all this. So I got back. This is one of the reasons why I'm kind of a little weird on PSA. So I submitted my cards back. Let's take a look at my order. So my order came back from PSA, and here is my order. I'll take a look at this. Make sure there's nothing funky on here. I submitted an order back to PSA a while back. Oh no, that's the wrong order. That is the wrong order. Here it is. Okay. Yes, that is the one. Okay, so check this out. I submitted an order back to PSA. It arrived, I think December 8th is when it arrived. It says that it arrived. Is that right? Yeah, December 8th. It arrived December 8th. And then they just finished it up yesterday or Friday. So, what, 2 months? No. Yeah, roughly about 2 months, 60 calendar days, which, okay, not bad. I'll take that. I got pretty decent grades actually for what I sent. So, I sent a bunch of hand cut Jordan stickers. If you guys are familiar with those, this is what they look like. Hand cut Jordan stickers. I did pretty decent on them. Now, here's the thing. This is what gets me about PSA, right? All of the stickers, I looked them all over before I sent them. They were all about the same, right? I cut the dimensions the same. These are all hand cut, so they all came from the same booklet. There was no blemishes on them. There was nothing crazy on them or anything like that. So the grades that I got roughly within what I thought was going to happen. And then so we're good, right? PSA 9, PSA 8. Okay, I'll take a look at both of these to figure out why one got a 9 and one got an 8. Then I get one that's a 10. All right, cool. Then I see another one that's a 9, and then a 9, and then a 6. A 6. And then the one behind it got an 8. A 6. So if I look at this 6, right, and I go to PSA's website and I want to see PSA's 10-point grading scale. And I look at the 10-point grading scale and I go all the way down to a PSA 6. And then it says, a PSA 6 may have visible surface wear. Mine did not. Or a printing defect. Mine did not. Very light scratches may be detected upon close inspection. Mine did not have that. Corners may be slightly graduated fraying. Mine had none of that. Picture must be slightly out of register. Cards from the 90s. Mine didn't have that. Some loss of original gloss. Mine didn't have that. Definitely didn't have that. Minor wax stains on the reverse. May have exhibited very slight notching on edges and may also show off some off whiteness on the borders. Centering must be 80-20 or better on the front and 90-10 on the back. Now, this is my problem with PSA, is that none of the cards that I sent were any of that. Now, I know what some people are saying, like, oh, you just don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're looking at. There was something there that you possibly can't see. I am going to do a follow-up video to this card, to this video. I mean, you guys tell me, is it this little freckle speck here? These were all hand cut. It might have been this little fraying right here that did it in. That they didn't like it. They didn't like that little fray. Oh, shoot. What happened? What happened? What happened? What did I do here? I did something wrong. Ah, God dog it. Anyway, when I get those cards back, I'm putting them all under a microscope. And I want to see where that 6 came from. Because it just does not make sense to me. How all of these cards could have gotten great grades. Absolutely great grades. And this one, for some reason, you know what? It might be that little fraying. It could possibly be that little bit of fraying that was on there. I bet you that's what it was. Let's see. It could have been that little bit of fraying right there that did it in, but still a 6 to knock it all the way down to a 6. I think that's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh. That shouldn't. I don't know. I could be wrong here. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know. Because I'm at a loss. We'll continue looking for Shingun rookie cards here. Oh, you know what? I think the All-Star game is going on right now. Yes, I think it is. Who cares about the All-Star game? Are you guys watching the All-Star? I don't really care about the All-Star game. It's like the Pro Bowl. Like, who's watching the Pro Bowl? Like, nobody cares about the Pro Bowl. Nobody's tackling. Nobody's blocking. Nobody's playing defense. You know, like nobody's doing anything. Here's a Shingun purple prism. Purple prism. Well, that corner's kind of ugly. Centering isn't bad. A little off top to bottom. Hey. What's up? What's up, Birdie? Oh, I just got my hair cut. I didn't feel like putting anything in my hair, and so plus it's cold as balls over here in Texas right now. It's like 40 degrees outside. And I went and took a walk with the kiddos before we went live, or before I went live. So dun. I kind of like this Shingun purple prism wave rookie card. He wants $35. Buy it now. It ends. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't like the way that looks. I think prices are starting to come down on Shingun for a little bit. I'll tell you what, if they clean up their act, I think we're only like 8 games behind, or like 2.5 games or 1.5 games behind the play-ins, NBA standings. You bought anything good, Bertie? What's the latest, man? Yeah, we're 2 games behind the Jazz. Yeah, the Rockets need to get their stuff together. They need to win like the next 5 games straight. And I don't know what's our schedule looking like for the next? We got, they got Rockets. They got Thunder, then Thunder. Thunder at home, Thunder in OKC. Then back to back with the Suns. And then the Spurs at home, Clippers at home. Man, that's going to be a bad situation. I don't think we're going to do too well. I don't think we're going to fare too well. That's not good. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's why I really like the who's the big guy that they just signed from the Grizzlies? Steven Adams. I like that. I like that addition. I think he'll do well to provide some guidance. Yeah, they definitely. I mean, they got what's his name? Green. Oh no, wait a minute. They come back. They got Pelicans in New Orleans, and then Suns at home, and then Thunder at home, and then Thunder on the road, and then Suns on the road, Suns on the road. Man, that's a brutal 6-game little push there. One of the things that they play strong against these other teams that are really good, and then they just shit the bed when it comes to crappy teams. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, Shingun prices are going, especially in the off season. It's going to be a good time to pick up some sanguines. Nobody's bidding on this, but I think his starting bid of $19 is a bit much. But it is kind of nicely centered. So I do kind of like that, but it is a retail. It is a bit of a retail purchase. Nah, I think I'm going to hold off on that. Da, 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 da. I should prank call him. No, he's on a cruise boat. He'll be unreachable for the next couple of days. So I don't think we'll be able to get a hold of him much. Now this is a nice card right here. Ends in an hour. $127. Looks to be nicely centered. Yeah, it looks to be nicely centered actually. I don't know about $127 though. Da-da-da-da. Jabari. Yeah, even better, huh? We should prank call him. Hey man, what the hell are you doing? I'm gonna send him a text and be like, "Hey man, Bert, I'm live. Birdie misses you." Oh, that'd be funny. Be like, Birdie misses you, man. He's crying. Paulo Banchero is not associated with any specific. See, this is what kills me. Look at this crap, man. How is it that you're gonna sell a card in which your main talking point is that sneaker swatch signatures, right? Like the whole idea is that this is off of his sneaker, right? But yet the enclosed officially licensed material is not associated with any specific player, game, or event. The autograph is guaranteed by Panini. Like what? This is a sneaker. And this is in immaculate, which is like flagship stuff here, man. Here's another one. 1 of 1, Banchero. Not associated with any specific player, game, or event. I know I keep beating this dead horse, man, but this is horrible. I mean, like this laundry tag, it's to what? To who? $1,500 for Bankero. Is Bankero really going for that much? Sheesh. Look at that white sparkle. Yeah, that's terrible, man. I need this flawless BGS 9 right here. This Shingun. I need to pick up some Shingun. So I think what I'm gonna do is sell off a lot of my Shingun collection to put together some cash to make a run at one of these big Shingun cards. National Treasure. No, not National Treasure. It has to be flawless. It has to be flawless. Otherwise, no dice. What are these flawlesses going for? What's Shingun flawless selling for? Shingun flawless. Let's see what they've sold for. I know what these guys are asking for them, but yeah, look at this. 850. That's not bad, actually. $1,000. 1,400 bucks. Oh, that's a good one. To 15, only 1,400 bucks. Oh man, you missed it earlier. Birdie, I was going through whether or not you can buy 10 silver Prism silver Lucas. Price is like $400 a piece right now. So I was saying you could buy 10 of them, crack them all for a PSA 9. They're like $400 a piece, silver. Crack them all, resubmit them to PSA at $20 a pop. So spend $250 for the ride there and back and the grading. And you would need the gem on only 4 of them to make your money back. And then anything outside of that, if you got 9s, you can sell for the profit. Or if you got any amount of 10s above 4, which would be a high gem rate of 50%, you can make some serious. You can make some good money back just doing that flip. But that's highly contingent on PSA's gem rates, which we all know are dog caca on ultra modern. So yeah, your profile should be on a card. My profile, oh, this right here. It's because I got 2 monitors here, so I'm staring at this monitor, which has got the live stream going, and then I'm staring at this other monitor here, which has my card shopping that I'm doing. But 2,000, 1,300, they're actually not that bad. So they're selling for way less than what's being asked for them, because they're asking $2,500 a pop for these things, and they're just not selling for that much. I'll take it on a coin for sure. We're gonna start minting our own money here. That's what we're gonna do. Dang, a BGS 8. Why did that sucker get a BGS 8? Jesus, what was it? Corners 7.5. Edges are at 8. Yeah, that's about par for the course for these big fat cards. I wonder what could be done to fix that though. Oh, he's out of control, this guy. Gold fast break to 10. That's not too bad. Anyway, in Tex-Mex we trust. That's right. Oh man. What are you hunting these days, Birdie? What are you picking up? What's your latest pickup? Oh man, I'd love to show you guys what my latest pickup is, but I have it downstairs. It's a F1 pickup. Frederick Vasseur, team principal for Ferrari. I think that guy's going to go down in history as one of the coldest team principals out there, who made the largest signing in F1 history. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I hear you, man. I gotta start putting stuff together because I got a video coming out tomorrow. I busted a couple boxes of this stuff right here. And then I need to start listing some stuff on eBay so I can send some stuff out for grading. You know what sucks, man, is that like I have a lot of basketball cards that I want to send, and SGC is just not running any specials on basketball right now. Let me see. Go sgc.com. Now, what I think is going to end up happening, building a better, so $15 standard 5 to 10 day turnaround. And I think right now, from what I'm hearing, they're pushing up against that 10-day. They're really pushing up against that 10-day turnaround. Let me see here. Let's get all this stuff out of here. Yeah, so from what I hear, they're really pushing up against this 10-day turnaround. Which is gonna start getting pretty interesting for these guys because man, TCG is $9. If you're doing TCG right now, or I think it's like, are they still running that $9 tops special? I don't know if they're still running that top special, but so you got SGC at $15, and then you got PSA. You got PSA at what is it? What did that say? Opening day lineup at $15 a card. What? Grading specials. Non-sports and TCG. So this is baseball special at $15 a card. 10 card minimum. Man, that's tough. That is tough. Ticket grading specials. February regular service. Why is this $60? Oh, 15 business day turnaround. That's why. Okay. $60 for a 15-day turnaround for PSA. It's not bad. TCG is $13.99. Baseball is $15.99. But I think their regular prices. Here we go. Bulk is $18.99. And if you're in it for the resale, man, there is just no reason to go anywhere else right now, unfortunately. If you're in it for the resale. But I mean, hell, you can make an argument that even if you're not in it for the resale, for an additional $4, you're buying yourself significant increase in resale value. Now let me see if this is true. Let's take a look at some of my. So if let's just say, let's go with who's hot right now. Well, let's look at the Luca. So if I look at Luca and I go to my compare tool inside Card Hedge, and I look at Luka Doncic. Come on. And I compare a PSA 10 to an SGC 10. if I look at all time, are they about? No, see, they're still outselling. It's $100 more. An SGC 10 for a PSA 10 is PSA 10 is $100 more. So 250 versus 150. So what if we did like what's a hot rookie right now, baseball wise? Watch him what game? I know he's not talking about the All-Star game. Nobody watches that. That's a joke. I don't watch the All-Star game for the same reason that I don't watch the NFL Pro Bowl. In the NFL Pro Bowl, they don't tackle, they don't play defense, they don't block, they don't nothing. The same thing with the NBA game, NBA All-Star game. They don't play defense, they shoot the lights out. These guys are they're just out there having fun. It's just I don't even want to watch. It's so silly. What's up, Mike? Yeah, I just don't watch that All-Star game. It's a waste of time in my opinion. If I look at, I'm trying to see what Kobe Bryant. If I compare a PSA 10 to an SGC 10, first of all, there's not going to be a lot of SGC 10s, so the selling price is going to be off. But yeah, look at that. You're talking about $300, man. So, I mean, you tell me why it would make sense to go to SGC if it's not a PC item. But that was my argument. My argument is that okay, maybe you like SGC and maybe you want to send cards to SGC for your PC items, which is something that I used to do quite a bit. But at $15 for $3 more or for $4 more, I can send my card to PSA and get sometimes double the value or close to double the value in a PSA slab versus an SGC slab. And again, for ultra modern, right? Because this is 80 to present. Yeah, 80 to present. So, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just finding it harder and harder to send cards over to SGC. Because it's just, I don't know. We'll see how this next one comes out because so I was sharing with the earlier folks on the stream. Here's my my submission for 90. This is 1990 Jordan stickers. I got a 9, a 8, a 10, a 9, a 9, and then I got kicked in the nuts with this 6, but I think I know why. And then an 8, and then I got a 7 on my deadlift. I got an 8 on my Kobe net burners. This one's badass. I love this card. My net burners. I got an 8 on that, which is pretty good for a freaking die cut card from 1996. There's only 8 higher. Only 44 of them ever graded. So what's the pop count on this? So it's 8. Only 8 higher. Only 44 ever graded. So pretty pumped about that. That Kobe's pretty dope. Collector's choice. This Pippen. It's only a pop 8, none higher. Ooh. I wonder if I have the only 9. I doubt it. Do I have the only 9? H2. Oh no, there's 8 9s. Okay. Yeah. So total pop count 16. There's 8 9s, none higher. So not too bad. Pretty pumped about that. I got a 9 on the deadlift. AW5. Which this one was award-winning hologram. Pop 28, 4 higher. So that means there's 10s. Because there ain't no 9 5s. That's a pretty cool card. I love that. I love that card. And then this one got kicked in the nuts with a 7. Sheesh. Pop 2, only one higher because it's only me and another guy decided to grade a debt left shrimp for whatever reason. And they both got 7s, only one got an 8. So anyway. 9s on hollows, exactly. What's up, Josh? Yeah, I was okay with that. I mean, I felt pretty good about that. And then an 8, I got an 8 on this net burners, Kobe net burners, which is a super, die cut. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that could have went wrong here. So for this to have gotten an 8, I was pretty happy about that. So we'll see. We'll see kind of how this goes. Low pop count overall of 44, which I'm pretty happy about. So we'll see. We'll see how this comes back. But this 6 is kind of what kicked me in the nuts, man. And I was kind of upset about that. But then as I'm looking at it, I think what got me is these little divots right here. And I don't know how I missed that, but I did manage to get a 10, which is pretty dope. I don't think there's too many 10s. 365. Yeah, there's 365 10s. Okay, shit. Well, right here, hand cut 91. Yeah, 365. 365 out of 1,000. That's not bad either. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that Kobe card. That lower Marion is pretty dope. Have you seen the picture spreadsheet of all the 90s insert sets? No. Of all the 90s insert sets. Picture spreadsheet. No. Which one are you talking about, Mike? That sounds interesting. That's very intriguing. But yeah. If there was one that I was going to get a 10 on, I'm happy it was this one. The slam dunk. Hand cut. So, anywho. Pretty good stuff. I got another order in there with them right now. There was a full sheet of 1990 Panini card. Oh, yeah. I've seen that. Yeah. I've seen that. That's a pretty cool sheet. Yeah, because these came in full sheets. You had to cut them yourself, and then they also have like panels where they cut like the Jordan and the Pippen right next to each other. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, because it came in team sets where you had the team sets. So those are always pretty cool. Anyway, this is one order that I got in there with them now, and then the other order that I got with them is this one here, which is going to be an interesting order as well. I'm putting all my information up there. Let me see. Where is my cards? Doesn't they show you like a little preview? Oh, here we go. Previews. All right, I guess not. Yeah, this one that I just sent in, it's got quite a bit of stuff. That's interesting. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty good stuff, man. Hopefully that one will come back. But yeah, my point is that if PSA is at $18, I don't really see any reason to send to SGC unless you have completely like vintage stuff, sub sub 1970s or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because this is a lot of everything that I have over there is all modern stuff, all ultra modern. I don't know if anybody has done any research on if anybody's done any research on the gem rates of cracking and resubmitting PSA 9s to PSA. I mean, obviously the ones that aren't like clearly just off, right? Because I was just looking and I was just thinking about, I was just doing the math on some ultra modern cards. And if you could get at least a 40% gem rate on cracking PSA 9s, looking for PSA 10s, if you can get a 40% gem rate, you can make some money. You can make some good money. And I did the math earlier. I'll do the math again because there's some new folks in here. I wanted to get some insights from you guys. So if I look at the Luca silvers, because Luca's kind of hot right now. Luca's kind of hot right now. So if I look at Luca right now, he's at $427 for PSA 9s and $1,200 for PSA 10s. So if I think I did the math. It was like 42.7, which you would never pay comps, right, for PSA 9s. So, but let's just say you paid 427 and you bought 10 of them. That's $4,200. And then you sent them off at that bulk pricing along with some other cards, and it cost you $18 plus shipping. So you're probably looking at, call it $25 for the whole ride there. So plus 250, you're looking at $4,500 to buy, crack, and resubmit 10 PSA 9 Luka Doncic PSA 9s, looking for 10s at a sale of $12.75 a piece. Yeah, there's something funky on that one, Josh. I had to get the pricing fixed on that one, but 42, even if you got $1,100, what was it? 45.20 divided by $1,100. You would need to break even. You would need to get 4,100. You would need to make a 10 on at least 4 of them to break even, leaving you with 6 at a PSA 9, which still would get you, shit, man, that wouldn't be actually that bad. 6 times, call it 400. I mean, that math seems to be pretty solid. Somebody talk me out of this because I'm seriously thinking about taking a shot at that. Love you too, Birdie. Love you too, man. I mean, somebody talk me out of this. If you haven't already, please hit the like button on the stream. I need to do some research on this because I know somebody has done this before. What is the gem rate of PSA 9s to PSA 10s? PSA 9 to PSA 10 gem rate. Kraken resubs. PSA 9 to 10 resub. What percentage of PSA 9s? Oh, there's a blowout forums about this that just got kicked off. In this hypo, the PSA 9 slab would be cracked prior to resubmitting. The true answer probably varies by date and original PSA submissions. So let's go with PSA. Let's go with cards graded 9 by PSA in the last few years. Submitters basically read the same point as interchangeable. Readily hamstrings not having a 9.5 grade. If a 9 and a 10 are interchangeable, I don't know the answer, but I'm glad people are starting to think more quantitatively about these things. In your situation, probably 80% of the cards would get a 10 at some point, and effectively infinite submissions. Cards that are 60-40 centering or worse probably would not, as well as those that have obvious surface dimples. Another interesting question, how many of those 10s would get 9s lower in the next submission? So this is I'm looking at a blowout forums here. I think they're asking some very interesting questions here. But my question is coming from a point of where they're saying is what grade would 1,000 random 10s if cracked and resub? Nobody's going to crack and resub a 10, so let's not even think about that. PSA 8 caliber cards with obvious flaws. PSA 9 caliber cards with minor white corner. PSA 10 caliber almost flawless, but was graded a 9 at the first submission by a newbie or a bad mood grader. Then if you submit this type of card, probably gets 80% in the grade 10. It is how subjective the card was graded. See, this is my point. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. A video. This was a year ago. Here we go. We got our answer, it looks like. Shout out to Little Victories Sports Cards. That's crazy. That's crazy. 58%. So if I do the math, based on that theory, and let's not even be that, let's just say, I mean, he's 58%. Good God. I mean, think about that, Mike. 58%. I was hoping somebody would talk me out of this. If I buy at 400 bucks, what's up, Bishop? If I jump on Instagram right now on my reels or on my um if I jump on Instagram on my reels right now or on my stories and I post buying at comps at latest comp of $427, all PSA 9 Luka Doncic rookie cards, PSA 9 Prism Silvers, and I get 10 of them. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this math right, guys, because and I pay $400 a pop for 10 of them. That's $4,000 plus $250 average to send them out to get graded. That's $4,250. If Luka continues to play well, and I can get $1,200 per card for a 10, I would only need 4 of them to come back to break even, leaving me with 6 at a PSA 9 at $427. So 4 times, let's just say 1,200. That gives me $4,800 plus 427 times 6. Whoa. 427 times 6. Jesus, what is going on here? 427 times 6. $2,500 plus the original $4,800. $7,300 on a $4,500 investment. $3,000 profit. There's a lot of ifs there, obviously, but my man Little Victories, he did it. Somebody talk me out of this. Somebody talking me out of this. I was also looking at let's see, what is Gilgis? I think that's how you spell it. Yep. Shea Gilgis silver. So if I looked at an SGA silver, a PSA 9's $126 times. So you're talking about 1,260, right? Times 10, 1,260 plus 250 to send them off to get graded. You're talking about $1,500. 603 times 6 is already 60. Well, I'm getting aggressive here. 603 times 5. That's already your money back. This is probably where I'm going to test this theory out. I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But that number, to me, that number works. Anyway. Somebody talk me out of this. Somebody jump on here and tell me that they've done it before and all of them came back 9s, except for 3 of them that came back 6s and a 7. See, Mike, you can't. Mike's egging me on. You're a bad influence, bro. Anyway, that proves a little less than people are claiming. It's not random samples of 9s. It's a set of cards he selected as he thought might get 10s in the first place. So buy a sample. It's still useful and only a single attempt per card, not infinite attempts. If that many improve in their first submission, my original guess of 80% is probably low. Yeah, but I'm with you, Bishop. That's kind of why I'm thinking. It's like the farce is that PSA 10 has governed how I buy cards for the last year plus. It all depends on the grader you get. Yeah, yep, it does. I once had a PSA 7 that came back a PSA 10. Anything goes. I once had a 28 PSA 9 Zion rookie cards. Carefully checked them one by one, cracked all 20. All 20 came back PSA 10s. What? I was expecting maybe 5 or 6. Opened the box that was questioning if they were my cards. This guy, I sent off a 35 card order and got 5 10s out of that order. But Bishop, were those PSA 9s that you cracked and resubmitted? Did you submit 35 PSA 9s and only 5 of them came back 10s? Or you just submitted 35 cards and only got 5 10s? That's the question, right? By the way, if you're in the live stream, hit the like button, please. See, this is where JD would be useful because he'd probably try and talk me out of this. He'd be like, "You dumbass, don't do that." Don't do it. Use the money for F1 instead. But think about it, Birdie. If I did it and they came back tens. But here's the other thing too, is that I don't think what I would probably need to do is submit maybe 3 or 4 of them myself, and then like send like another 3 or 4 to Got Baseball Cards, and then like send another 3 or 4 to another group submitter, and just kind of see how that pans out. Yeah, maybe. Oh, you know what? Guys, this is not good. I heard them graders like that green. Maybe include a gift card to the dispensary around the corner from PSA your submission. That would be hilarious. Somebody needs to test out that theory. See, this is where I need JD. This is where I would need JD. I need JD to go, hey man. I feel like they give big time group submitters a huge break on grades. I mean, I wouldn't say a huge break, but I think if it ever came down to like a 50-50 decision, like if something had like a legitimate 9-5, you know what I mean? Like if you sent something to, Got Baseball, for example, I think they're a pretty large group submitter. If you sent something to them and it was like a 9-5 and it was like teeter-totter whether it's going to get a 10 or not, I feel like they would get the benefit of the doubt. I feel like we're going to try to keep this PG, T-Bird. We're going to try to keep this PG. Oh, man, that's good stuff. Anyway, just doing the math. I might need to reach out to him. This might be something interesting. What about buying SGC 9.5s and cracking them and resubbing them to PSA? See, I got a bunch of 9.5s, but just did a 306 per card and not 603 per. But you did 306 per card, not 603 per card. Oh, when I did the Shea Gilgis, when I did the SGA example, I probably did. I have really bad dyslexia. I jumble up my numbers. OUS silver. Let me see. Let's do the math on that one again. Yeah, you know what? As I was doing the math on that one, it seemed a little funky. It didn't seem right. So 603 times 4 is $2,400 on my initial investment of $1,500. And then I would still have 6. So 2412. So 2412. So 2412, 126 times 6 plus 2412, 316 minus the 1,500. You're talking about $1,600. Yeah. So the Shea Gilgis is, little less gamble for less return, but still a return nonetheless. Which wouldn't be bad. You could really start this off with something a little smaller. Like if I wanted to do like, I don't know. I need to talk myself out of all this nonsense because now I'm percolating. Ideas are percolating. Now ideas are percolating and it's not bad. I think that's what's going to happen. I think I'm going to give it a shot. I think I might try this. I might see where I can Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Let's jump on the old eBay. PSA 9, 2018. See, that's the other thing too. There's not a lot of silvers out there. Yeah, so there's the last sale right there, 427. See, here's the other thing too. The last sale that I'm recording is 427. It's a Probstein sale. So they're selling, yeah, for about 420, it looks like. February 1st was 379. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, Bishop. That's what I was thinking. Honestly, probably be better to see if a cheaper card will work. Yeah, it probably would be better. Let me see. What's the hoops? What's the hoops going for? What's the hoops going for? Doncic hoops. Yeah, but in order for this to work, Bishop, what I would have to do is I'd have to just grab some cash and go to and go to like a card show, honestly, and just try to make some deals that way. Try to make some deals happen like that. Yeah, see the hoop card's $33 for a PSA 9, $88 for a PSA 10. So if you would do times 4, 352, 330. The problem is the grading cost. The problem is the grading cost. So at $25 a card, it would need to be. The thing about it is that jump from $450 to $1,200 is a pretty nasty jump. You know, that's a pretty nasty jump. That's a pretty crazy jump. So that's why it's worth it, because you buy the card for $400, you spend $25 to grade it because it's still under the $1,500. Because I think the bulk. Oh no, its declared value is. Okay, no, never mind. I didn't think about the declared value piece. Yeah, you're going to spend $74 a card, so you're going to spend $750 to grade them. Not $25, not $20 to grade them, not $25 to grade them. Yeah, that's no good. Because the declared value of 500 is not going to work. Or technically, you could submit under the value plus, and then just get upcharged for the ones that get a 10. Yeah, that's what you could do. Yeah, you could still do that then. No, I'm tripping. You could do that. You can submit under the bulk, declared value of PSA 9 at $400, which is under the $500. And then, if you get 10s on all of them, then, I mean, go ahead and stick me for the tax, right? But because I'm looking at their price sheet. I'm saying submit here. Yeah, submit here at under $500 because a PSA 9 is only 420, 450. And if they charge you here, well then shit, that's great because that means it came at 10. All right, boys. I'm gonna call it a night. Thank y'all for joining. I think I'm going to seriously give it some thought and see if I can't make that happen because I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. I think I might give it a shot and see if I can make this happen. I have to find a good card. I'd have to find a good candidate. I'd have to find a good candidate where that PSA 9 PSA 10 disparity is like triple or quadruple because they're out there. There's cards that are out there that are like that. All right, thanks everybody for joining me tonight. This is going to be going forward. This is going to be the normal time that JD and I are going to do our Sunday night live podcast. So I'm going to try to do a better job this week of promoting that. So you guys join us next week when JD will be back off vacation. Hopefully he'll get a little color to him, and we'll hang out and chat. Thank you guys for those of y'all that jumped in and joined in. Hit the like button on the way out. And I got videos coming out this week. I did break a couple of boxes of Donruss. Very interesting hits. So check that out. And yeah. Love y'all. Peace.